Hi, this is Austin with Radical STEM Tutoring, and today we're going to solve rational equations. Let's get started. Anytime we work with a rational equation where there is an x in the denominator of a fraction, we have to write down what x will not equal. To do this, take the denominator, x minus 1 in this case, and set it equal to 0. Because we can never divide by 0, this will tell us what value of x is not allowed. And when we solve that mini equation, we'll find that x equals 1 is the one value that is not allowed. So we'll write that at the side of our problem so we can check it against our final answer. We can start by multiplying the whole equation by the denominator x minus 1. When we multiply the left-hand side by x minus 1, it will simply cancel out the denominator, leaving us with x. On the right-hand side, 2 times x minus 1 gives us 2x minus 2. Now to get all of our x's on the same side of the equation, we can subtract an x from both sides to get that 0 equals x minus 2. And finally, to get x by itself, we can add 2 to both sides to find that 2 equals x. When we find x by solving the equation, we always want to check it against the one value that we said it cannot be. And in this case, we found a different value of x, so x equals 2 is the solution. Let's try another one. Just like before, we'll start by finding the values of x that are not allowed in the solution. We have two different denominators in this equation, so let's start by looking at the simpler one, x minus 3. When we set this equal to 0, we'll find that x equals 3 is a value that is not allowed to be the solution. If we set the other denominator, 3x minus 9 equal to 0, we can factor out a 3 from both terms to get that 3 times x minus 3 equals 0. Because 3 does not equal 0, that means the factor of x minus 3 must equal 0. But we already found the solution to that when we checked our other denominator. That means, for both of the denominators in this equation, x equals 3 is the only value that is not allowed to be the solution. Now to begin solving the equation, we can clear both of these fractions by multiplying the entire equation by 3 times x minus 3. As we saw before, 3 times x minus 3 is equal to 3x minus 9, so it will exactly cancel out the denominator on the far left term. On the right-hand side, the denominator of x minus 3 will cancel out, but there will be a 3 left over. And on the lone negative 6, we will simply have 6 times 3 times x minus 3. Let's start to simplify this. 6 times 3 is equal to 18, and if we distribute that 18 into the x minus 3, we'll get a negative 18x and a positive 54. We can combine our like terms with an x in them. X minus 18x is 17x. Now, to get the x's by themselves, let's subtract 54 from both sides to get that negative 17x equals negative 51. Finally, to get the x all by itself, we have to divide by negative 17 on both sides to find that x equals 3. Now it's time to check this against our values that were not allowed to be the solution. Earlier we found that x equals 3 was the one value that was not allowed. But x equals 3 is also the only value that makes this equation true. Because the only solution is a value that we are not allowed to use, that means this equation has no solution. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like it and share it. And remember, you can book an online tutoring appointment with us right now through the link in the description. Have a radical day.